Hi, my name is Chris Lewis Jones. I'm really looking forward to teaching on the Drawing for Beginners course at NTU later this autumn. The course will explore traditional, innovative and contemporary approaches to mark making, and today I'm going to model something for you. You may have seen it before. It's called frottage. Frottage is just French for rubbing. It's one of the techniques we'll be exploring. I'm going to show you a couple of techniques, a couple of ways of using frottage. So you can use any thin paper, photocopy paper will do, and almost any drawing tool, charcoal, graphite, pencil, wax crayons. This is a graphite stick, and what you do is just rub, and we expose the texture of the surface that we're rubbing. So I'm going to have a go with this graphite and see how it works. So this is a placemat, that's all it is. Although it does look rather like a stone wall. And you just rub, and the harder you rub, the darker the tone. I think that will do. So that is frottage. You can see it's very quick, and it's a great way of capturing a texture very, very easily. So that's one way of using frottage. Here's another. We're going to have a go at wax resist. Wax resist is when you use any waxy or oil-based medium and then you paint over that with water-based paint or ink. So here's a wax egg, here's a candle, here's a wax crayon, a brass rubbing crayon, and this is an oil pastel. And I'm going to start with the oil pastel. And I like my strokes to be in the same direction, but you can do it willy-nilly if you wish. There we go. So there's quite a lot of white on there, and then I might add some blue wax crayon, just a little bit of blue wax crayon and a little bit of brass rubbing crayon. Now when you're doing frottage with wax resist, I think it's worth remembering that less is often more, and if you put lots of colours on, it will look a little bit like a dog's dinner. It's safer to put fewer colours on. So this is a watercolour brush, and all we do is dip this into water and coat the surface of the paper with water very quickly. And then what happens is when we add the watercolour paint, the wax will resist the paint and the waxy areas will show through. So that's what it looks like at the moment before we put the paint on. And I like to use Payne's grey or black. It makes sense for it to be quite dark really. So this is actually black. So I just stroke the paint onto the surface of the paper, and it will bleed into the paper, and it'll climb into all of the areas of moisture, so you can't really control it too much, but I like that. There we go. So that is frottage and wax resist. It's rather beautiful, isn't it? And then you can do other things with that if you wish. So I might add some fluorescent paint. And then what I would do is leave this for an hour or two and just enjoy the way in which the pigment climbs into the water. You can't really predict this kind of thing, which is part of its beauty. Anyway, that is two techniques, basic frottage and frottage with wax resist, both easy. Hope you have fun. Thank you, bye bye.